still down there. Okay. So currently.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Just wanna be carefree.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Guess who's back? Hope you're all having a wonderful weekend so far. It is your man Reaper here at WSL. We're here for round 5 of the Grand Prix.
Guess who's back?
Of the season even.
Hope you're all having a
Sorry, got a little bit of a feedback there. So yeah, we're here at round 5. We will be at Barcelona. Just sending invites to people. Hope you're all well, doing good, and all that shenanigans. Let's put that one there. That one can go there. Open, no. There we go. Open that one, and it should be. It is. Fantastic. Who was that? Machiavelli. Where are you, Mr. Machiavelli? Why do I not seem to have you? Hey, darling, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Just trying to find Machiavelli and I can't seem to find him. Why do I not have Machiavelli?
Hey, darling, how are you?
Username needs to be invited. Yeah, sorry we're here. Sorry, wasn't. Lots of things going on and whatnot. But I am back now for the remainder of the season. Hi, baby. How are you doing? But yes, I am back for the remainder of the season. We will not be missing any more races. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're supposed to have at least 16. He's not here this weekend. It's his weekend for being away. Okay, guys, you've got 3 minutes and we are missing about 4 people. So, Dan, can you remember what Mark's name is for Formula 1? Because I can't seem to find him. Yes, it is. I apologise. I know exactly what it is. There you go. It shouldn't anymore. And I'm not just pouring myself an alcoholic drink. Oh, it's too time. I don't have enough space on my desk at the moment. Yeah, it's literally just open the bottle, so it's the first drink out. Oh, God. So we have a minute to start. Bin's here, good. We are still missing, however, username, Mark, because I don't know his in-game name. Anyone happen to know it? This is what happens when you take time off. You forget shit. So, looking at the standings, and Dan's made a hell of a mess of them. You're supposed to change the colour in, Dan. So, Evo is currently out front. However, he is not racing tonight. Paco is also racing tonight. He is currently in second. What the hell have you managed to do, mate? I'll have to fix that later. Carnation in third, Cat and Manic in fourth, Harry in fifth. I'm not going to read that because he's managed to. That's going to drive me insane. Like, really insane. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is 1:30. Hopefully, this is the one I want. It is no one. Okay. I say it's no one, it's RB. Let's get this race underway. How you been doing, Arby? They're not here. It's 1:30. Not good? Oh no, why are you not good, man? Well, hopefully that's brightening up your day. Okay, so let's open the correct window now. There we go. That is why my voice is echoing. It was also in game. My apologies. You have to catch a flight an hour after the race? Dude! Like, I hope you're packed. Aw, what? Rain for the race? God damn you. Apparently we have rain for the race. Who's that going out? So we've got Shezler, Bin. Looks like both the McLarens are going out. In quick succession. Yeah. Let's jump on board with. There we go. Wrong damn camera. See, do you know what? It's a shame that I can't minimize the OSD in the top right here to make it a little bit smaller so that I can actually see more of what's going on. So C-Maze is going out, Paco is going out. That's going to get me in trouble. So in trouble one of these days. Apparently Machiavelli has left the session. Does he need an invite? I thought he would. Right, let's see if I can actually... I used to have him. There he is. So, Dipper's coming through to start his first flying lap. Apparently I got a communication with online servers as well. This is not a good sign. Yeah, got him down. Thank you. Oh, Dipper's got a little bit out of sorts going up into that revised hairpin. Hopefully it doesn't cause him too much of an issue. He was the quickest through Sector 2, but we know there's a glitch in the game for that. It shows it sets the time of 1:14.2. Dippers comes along and sets a 1:13.4. Almost a second quicker. That is humunculous. Oh. And there goes the McLaren. And apparently the sound for this game is all screwed up. So unfortunately you're not going to get any car sounds. Because, you know, it's a bit weird today. So Arby is coming through the final sector now. Rides the code just right. Stays flat out through the first part. Ooh, flat out through the second as well. Crosses a line. Sets a 1:13.1. He is currently at the top of the group. A great lap there by Arby. Paco is in fourth. Adzo is in fifth. Obviously Unknown is currently in eighth, but he did go off during the last sector. So hopefully he can get a decent lap set in. Harry's out. Is Harry... What is Harry doing? Did he set it on into his? No, he didn't. Harry have a problem somewhere? So, Sequo setting the fastest lap with a 1:12.7. Carnation in second with a 1:12.9. Arby not too far behind with the 1:13.1. It's currently how the top three stand. Ooh, Harry's on a flyer right now. Let's jump on board. Pardon me, on board with him. Ooh, purple second sector as well. So that's two in a row. Ooh, little snap on the rear axle there. Goes through in fourth and change down to fifth. Flat out through the first sector. Flat out through both the right-handers there. Comes across the line. Set the fastest lap of a 1:12.6. Less than 1/10 ahead of Sequo there. So it looks like we got a race in our hands today, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Username is out. Cato is out. I'm not sure if Machiavelli got the invite because he did disconnect. Apparently he does have the invite, which is good. So let's stay on board with username here. Been with us a few seasons now. Setting a 21.8 through his first sector. There's a respectable time there. Yeah, so all I've got is a weird noise when the cars go past. Not sure if that's the game, my setup, or what. 1 second. Not sure if that's the game, my setup. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening, but my sound is going a bit weird. So username does indeed go 9th with a 113.6. So it's a good lap by him. Sticks him in the middle of the table so far. Machiavelli's out, which is good to see. He's not on an outlet, so he is on a flyer. So let's jump on board with him and see how he does. I think this is 121.6, so apparently set the fastest first sector so far. So Machiavelli's been with us, I think this is his second season now. I think. Don't quote me on that. Doing alright, doing pretty good so far. Definitely a decent driver, which is clean driver, and got some good racecraft and pace on him. So, second sector, he is also purple. Doesn't have a bite of oversteer on the rear axle coming out of that hairpin. I believe it was 2024 that they set that new hairpin for the new sector. Let's see what he does. Comes across the line, says a 112.5. Wow! Comes out and actually blows everyone out of the park. And sets the fastest lap of the session. Oh, yeah, and we got rain in the next part, so that's not going to bode well. Have you got a rain set up, though, RB? So, Sikwo is on a lap. Let's see what he can do, because he is also biting for the pole position here. Needs to do it in a very low 21. Ever so slightly quicker than his previous time, but not quicker than the quickest lap. So it's definitely an improvement. That's the kick Sauber out the way. So a 10th up on his previous time. Still not a purple sector though, so he's still got a chance to go second maybe, unless he gets a really, really good third sector here. Yeah, drops a gear. And he does improve. He goes on a 112.6, so he improves by just over a 10th. Let's see what Harry can do. He is currently slightly quicker than his previous time. Coming down to the end of the sector 2, he's set a purple sector there, going a little bit wider through the corner. So let's see what he can do at the top of the hill, coming down towards the start finish straight. Drops the gear as well. ERS, and he does indeed go fastest. He goes 0.4 quicker than he previously did. He's now done 112.2. No, please share. I don't have a rain setup at all. I only do dry setups, unfortunately. Apparently, CMAS, it is raining in the race. So, Kato is on a 112.7. Carl's on a 112.9. Two teammates, 4th and 5th, respectively. Arby is up into 6th. Slightly down on his previous time. But easy to make up. It's only 21 hundredths of a second. And he's quicker than his previous time during the second sector. So he's still on chance to fight for fifth if he gets a really, really good run out of these two corners. Oh, and he decides to dive into the pits. So Dipper's out, username out, Shaz is out, and Unknown. Unknown is still having issues. He's not. Oh, could see what he was doing there, but unfortunately, it didn't go well. But he did try to move out of the way, so I can't really say anything. I probably would have done the same thing. Yes, the whole race. Oh my god, it's raining the whole race. I'm going to be the most bored person in the world. Thanks, Harvey. I just poured myself an extra strong drink for you giving me that bad information. Hopefully next stream. No, not next stream. Stream after, I think. Yeah, no. Stream after. So that will be at... Oh dear. Zanfort. I got a little surprise for you guys while I'm streaming. So Unknown has improved his time. He's on a 1:14.961. However, he is coming through the final sector. I wasn't looking at the screen because I was looking at the calendar, unfortunately. See if he can indeed improve. And he does. He improves by nearly half a second. So he goes on a 14.4. So definitely an improvement. And the sound of my game's gone all weird as well on my TV. So Machiavelli is out. No. I'm going to make you suffer. Sorry, mate. Okay, so Machiavelli comes to the end of Sector 2. Let's see what he does. Does he improve? He is not improving. He is 1.8 seconds down on his current time, so he's definitely gone wrong somewhere along the line. Bin is out. He's currently 1.5 down. Adzo is also 5 seconds down. Machiavelli has retired from the session. Obviously happy with his... Whoa! Using him getting all out of shape on the inside of the corner there. Claiming too much of the curb on the inside. So he is going to... Whoa! That was awfully close. That was the skin of my bollocks against the wall. Wow. Oh, so Dipper is in. Let's see what CMAS can do. He is... Whoa! Little bit of an issue going on in front of him. However, everyone seems to move out of the way. He does indeed mount the grass ever so slightly. That is not going to help him during this first sector. Actually, he does. He's 4/1000ths of a second up on his previous time. Brings him slightly closer towards Arby, but not overly. We've got 2 minutes left of the session. And up the hill. Very tricky point if you get the exit to that wrong. There he goes. ERS wide open. ERS fully on. And he is nearly a 10th up on his previous time, which would put him just ahead of RB, given that bit of a gap that he needs between him and Dippers, because Dippers is only 0.02 of a second behind him. As I say, drop the gear, that's it. And he does indeed improve, and he goes ever so slightly quicker than RB. He is only 6/100ths of a second quicker, but he is indeed quicker. And that's what matters. Adzo is up into 6th, and he is down on his time. Right, let's see where... So Harry is there. Quo is ahead of him. Let's see what Quo can do. He's currently a 10th up on his previous time. Oh, manages to keep it within the white lines, and he does indeed improve. He goes on a 112.4, so he stays 3rd. Kato has backed out. Let's see what Harry can do on the rundown here. It's currently down on the time. Seamaster is also retired from the session, so he's happy with his 7th place. CrowdStrike, that's a Mercedes. You might need to get out the way. Well, it could. Well, Harry still sets the fastest lap regardless. How do you do that, mate? So, Quo is 14.5 seconds down, apparently. Kato, let's see what you're doing. Let's see what he's doing at the end of this stint. Yeah, he's dropped out. So, Quo's happy with 3rd. Kato, and he's a 10.5 up on his previous time. He could take 3rd place. If he keeps up with this, he could take 3rd place. That's the McLaren out the way. Let's see what Kato can do here. And he does indeed. Kato-matic takes 3rd. RB's up into 5th. Where's Kyle? What's Kyle going to do? Kyle's invalidated his lap. Harry is happy with his 1st place. So he's just going to jump straight into the pits. And that is basically done. We're just waiting on Shezza to finish his lap. Wherever he may be. He's coming around the final corner now. Took the corner too late, too early or too late? Did you do a Valtteri Bottas on us in Austria, I believe it was? So, as it stands, we have Harry in pole position with a 112.2. Machiavelli in second with a 112.4. Kato-matic with a 112.4 in 3rd. Ever so close to Machiavelli there. Quo missing out ever so slightly. In 4th, too early. Right. Yeah, I've done that many times in time trials and stuff like that. So easy to do. Who's that? Oh, the traffic was a night. Oh, look. Wet weather. So glad I'm not racing. It's a low wing track in this weather. Okay, and we're off onto the formation lap. So everyone, let's have a look. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's what I want. The only person on intermediates is Machiavelli. So this will be interesting. So I do apologise about the sound and engine noise. Unfortunately, all I've got is when I'm on board with them. And when they are driving, when I'm on board with them is the only time I get the engine sound. So, game glitch. I wish I could have the engine sounds for you. But there's the race strategies. Apparently there is a change in tyres. But it'll be interesting to see why Machiavelli's gone for the Inters. Does he feel they're going to be quicker? Could be an interesting start. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. CMAS seems to be the only person so far that has disqualified. I hate this camera angle. Give me a better one. Come on. Come on. There we go. So we are 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go here at Barcelona. And it seems that Harry has got a really good start here. Machiavelli doesn't seem to have had a bad start as well, and so has Catamatic. Catamatic is up into second. Harry is getting into the corner first. Looks like Catamatic's getting around the outside. Sit Crow is also having a look around the outside of Velli there. It appears that the McLaren and a few others went off track, but I think Machiavelli might have chose the wrong tyres. I'm not quite sure, but Crow's up into second now. He's managed to get down the inside of Catamatic up into turn 3. So that is a good start for Crow there, having missed out on the top 3 during the qualification. Lipman and Carnation are having a little bit of a squabble down here. Let's have a quick look, see what they're doing. They are side by side, but it does look like Carnation has indeed. Oh, and Carnation, no, yes, Nation is round. Nation is round. Not quite sure what happened there. Could be just lock up on the rear axle, any sort of things. Magster and CMAS having a little bit of a battle there, but it looks like CMAS might indeed have got that done. And it looks like Dipper's going down the inside of Magster there. Oh, little bit of a twitch there from Catamatic, which has allowed Arby down the inside. Arby's also getting a little bit of a slide on through that section, but when you've got a rainy track, what else do you expect? Ooh, looks like Kato also had a little snap there as well. So we are in for an interesting race. Harry and Quo are way out in front already. They're over 3 seconds ahead. So Arby's got to hope to hold on to his third place. He's taking different lines to a few of the others, which is interesting. Machiavelli is indeed doing okay, but he is losing ground. But he's not doing... Oh, and there he goes, wide into the corner. That's going to allow Machiavelli... yeah, Asdo down the inside of him. So I think he might have gone for the wrong tyres. I'm not 100% sure. Car didn't stop, so missed my spot. Ah, damn it. So what have we got? 4.5 seconds between second and third. I'm not entirely surprised. Crow and Harry are a league in their own. However, Kanamanik has lost ground on RB ever so slightly. Well, I say ever so slightly. RB seems to be doing quite well at the moment. Asdo is indeed catching Casso. Machiavelli isn't doing too bad. And there's the fastest lap for Sequo. But he is losing ground. Machiavelli is losing ground, so I think he may have the wrong tyres on. Paco is closing in on him. Username there in 8th, Shezza in 9th, Seamas in 10th, Dipper's in 11th, Lippmann in 12th. After the amazing season he had last season, I'm actually quite surprised he's this far down. Max in 13th, Nation in 14th, and Unknown in 15th. This is his first season with us, same as Asdo and Paco. Seamas, I think, is our first one. Carnation and Kato as well. I do apologise. So, Torture, red flag. I'm afraid not, Arby. Yeah, gonna have to battle it out. So there we go. Crow and Harry just running away with it right now. Sorry. And Quo is really pushing onto the back end of Harry there. Kato isn't doing too bad behind Arby. Pardon me, Arby is keeping that gap quite nicely between him and Kato there. Adzo, sorry, I will get it right, is also keeping them in check. However, Machiavelli isn't losing that much ground. Not now. I mean, with... Oh, virtual safety car. What has happened? Virtual safety car. Oh, it's now moved on to a full safety car, apparently. I see the yellow dot on the track. So the game lies. With the track so close. Drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car for unknown. That really sucks. You are told to stay within the data. Or data, as other places say. I mean, these two are miles ahead. Ah, I think I know where it's come from. I think Unknown has had a bit of an issue. It's caused him to lose his front wing. Quick question for anyone watching, especially Dan right now. Have you noticed the resolution being any better this stream round compared to the last one? So Machiavelli in the pits, Littman in the pits, Dippers in the pits, and Unknown being in the pits doesn't surprise me. He did lose a front wing. Go on, Harry. Push that safety car around the track. RB, this is not Tokyo Drift. So we have Red Bull 2 and 3. Williams, who have been the team to beat so far this season, aren't having such a good time. They are 3rd and 10th, still both in the points. However, Red Bull are going to make a significant gain on them after this race. It's a shame we're missing Mingo tonight. Because I think him, Harry, Quo, Kato, RB, who's having a good race so far as well, it would be a great race. And there's Harry sitting out on the wet side, trying to keep his tyres cool. So we still got a few of them to catch up. How was I on losing ground? So we're just waiting on Little and Dippers and Unknown to catch up with the group. I need a new boom arm. This one doesn't reach far enough. Also, hopefully, next season... Oh, safety car in this lap. That is really late. Really late. Like, I've never seen it called that late before. So that's not giving Harry any time at all to be able to back the group up to get a run. So Quo is going to be all over the back of him right now, coming out, and he is going to be side by side of him down into turn 1. However, Harry ever so slightly in front. Quo round the outside, down the inside. Quo has now got first. Quo has now got first after the safety car restart. This is an amazing restart. He has got slightly out of place going through the second corner. RB on the back of him, also getting slightly out of place with the rear end of his car. However, Casso is right on the rear of him. So is Asdo on the rear of him. Paco. Oh, looks like we're getting another change. It was Asdo up the inside of Casso. Casso thinking about the inside of turn 4. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. Adzo is still in 4th right now. He is falling slightly behind, but Abi, oh my God, trying to talk so fast is not possible, is slipping behind the front 2. I think whoever is on the inter, which could be Dippers, as long as he stays on the dry sector of the track, might just look to gain some positions here. But Quo on the fastest laps so far after the restart. Harry did not get the best of restarts there. Unfortunately, due to the safety car being called so late. It should not be called that late, if I'm honest. That is far too late to be called. So Quo indeed set the fastest lap at a 1:30.158. Harry going over onto the wet side to keep his tyres a little bit cooler to allow them to go a little bit longer. What a restart we had. We had a few position changes there. Sorry. Let's cough out a lung. Oh no, Unknown has indeed binned it in the final corner. We now have another safety car. We now have another safety car. It is not a virtual safety car, it is a full safety car. The safety car has come out on track. Stop lying, game. Right, how many of these are we going to see go in for Inters? Now might be the time. I could be wrong. The rain isn't easing up though. That is the problem. So Unknown has DNF'd on lap 8. Well, he was on lap 7. So what's everyone going to do? These two are going to stay out. RV's coming in. RV is coming in. Adzo's staying out. Cato coming in. Paco's staying out. Username coming in. Shezza staying out. Kyle coming in. Seamas staying out. Max is staying out. So we do have a few coming in for the pits. What are they going on to? That's no, it looks like they're staying. So wets. So everyone is staying on the wets who has come in. So, is Harry going to get the same type of run on Quo as what Quo got on him last time round? So, I have a funny feeling the safety car is going to come in next lap round because Nation isn't that far behind now. Oh, who was that that's just gone in? Shess has gone into the pits. Why did you choose? You're going to lose so much ground for that. So Shezza comes out in last after that very late pit. I'm surprised he didn't go in at the same time as everyone else. He would come out a lot higher up. So Scherzer's going to catch the back of this. Yeah, safety car in this lap. So last couple of corners. Same time as last time. Nearly. And Quode gets a really, really good run off there, actually. And everyone, apart from Username and Kato, seem to be changing places. Username gets a really good... Ooh, little snap of the rear axle there from Username. But he does indeed keep the position. Quo getting a really good run from... the restart there. Abbey, however, does indeed end up in ninth. I'm not quite sure what happened to him there. He was in third. So now Adzo is in third, Paco in fourth, Seamas in fifth, Magster is up into sixth. What a great race from her so far. So, front two already a second ahead of third place. Harry is actually falling back from... Oh, Machiavelli has a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Or track limitation, should we say, sorry. Harry is falling back from Crow here already. Adzo is falling massively back. Paco still within that 1 second mark. Seamas, Magster, Machiavelli, Lipman, Arby. Dippers username. Oh, Dippers. Oh, what happened there? I just saw some bodywork flying. I'm not quite sure who that was. That is the Williams of Kato, who just... No, it wasn't Kato. Yes, it was Kato. So Kato has lost part of his wing. So the two Williams that have been the dominant force so far in this Grand Prix of this season. Oh, he had a little touch from Schezler there. That's not good. Just watching it on the stream. Are now down in 13th and 14th. They are currently last. So they are not going to get the best points of this session. It looks like the best ones are going to be the Red Bull Visas and then Red Bull themselves. So we are leading into an interesting race. It looks like Quo might actually... Why is it still coming up safety car? Oh, damn game. So, Harry is losing out here to Quo. Quo is pulling away from him ever so slightly, lap after lap. These two, I'm not too surprised, are pulling away from third because these two are in a league of their own. I mean, Harry is the champion from season 9. It was an ever such close contest between him and Mingo. Kind of almost went down to the wire. It looks like Harry is actually sliding through some of the corners here. Almost Tokyo Drift style. Through a lot of them. He's already nearly 3 seconds behind Quo here. Quo is definitely keeping his tyres in check a lot better compared to what Harry is. Not quite sure what's going on there. But Harry is still 5.5 seconds ahead of third place. Crow setting the fastest lap on a 129.2. Is the track drying out that much? It can't be, because Dippers isn't really gaining on usernames, so the Inters aren't really that much better. Could it be that Harry's burnt his tyres out? He's definitely taking the Tokyo Drift style through some of these corners, so it is quite interesting. But let's watch these two, because these two are quite close together. Along with C-Mass, or C-Maze, literally right behind him. Machiavelli is 3.5 seconds. Call it 8.5, 6.5 seconds. No, 8.5 seconds, because he does have a 5-second penalty. Max is still up in 7th. She's still doing alright, but Arby is all over the back of her, along with Username, and Dippers is right there as well. But Maxa isn't all that easy to overtake. Even though she's a little bit slower than some of these front runners, she's not that easy to overtake. So she's doing a really good job sitting there in 7th at the moment. C-Mass or C-Maze is a little bit further behind. Yeah, there's definitely too much spray coming off these tyres to move over to the Inters currently. But Quo is definitely running away with this race at this moment in time. So, RB and Username definitely get past Maxton now. It looks like Dippers will be the next one. It's just, what corner is that going to be? Max has been with us since the beginning of F1. So she's been here quite some time. She's a veteran within the league. One of the few we have left. Unfortunately, the F1 games haven't been kind over recent years. We don't tend to get out of one tier, but we're looking to move into tier two tiers within the coming seasons. So if you do know anyone that wants to join, by all means, send them an invite. They can go through all the sign up and everything else. So Quo now setting another fastest lap on a 129.010. Going really, really good there. Let's jump on board with this quick little battle here, because C-Maze has dropped off. Machiavelli's closing the gap on him, and RB is sort of closing the gap on him afterwards, but still 4 seconds off. He's in a bit of a battle with Username there, so I think it's generally because he's defending in certain areas that it's kind of holding him up slightly. He's not allowing him to produce the most out of his pace. But Machiavelli is closing in on C-Maze here. He's on much younger tyres. Arby's on even younger tyres, so he should be closing in, really. But he's having a bit of a difficult time. Dip is still sat in 10th, though, with his intermediates. He's not able to get past Magster just yet. He's not able to get the throttle down in the right areas. But that could be changing ever so slightly. If he gets a good run out of this corner. There it is. C-Maze down the inside towards the hairpin. And he did get it done. He's going to be slower coming out of the corner ever so slightly. Little bit of a rear end slide there. But he does get the move done. And there he is, pulling away. So Paco and C-Maze are in the pits. So Username and RB now in 5th and 6th. Dipper's now up into 7th. Maxer is also in the pits now. So Dipper's not doing bad on those intermediates. He's holding up quite well. Who was that? Oh. Oh, you finally come up now. So yeah, Dipper not doing too bad at all. And he seems to be... He's closing that gap. So, I mean, Harry's 10 seconds ahead of 3rd place. I'm not sure how long the Inters would last. Although Dipper is on 12 laps. So it lasted 29. Crow's in the pits. What's Crow going to go for? No, he's staying on the wets. He's now in 2nd. Adzo coming through the final corner. He is going to take 2nd place temporarily. And it looks like Machiavelli might also take that position. I'm not entirely sure. Nope, he's not going to get it. So, Crow coming back out in 3rd. So that's not a bad overrun. It's only 12 seconds, 13 seconds between him and Harry. So if Harry was to come in now, he would technically come out in 4th. At the rate it's going. So Harry has really got to put his boot down now. 13 seconds. But Quo is closing that gap on Adzo, so yeah, he's still going to come out behind Quo no matter what goes on. It's like Quo's got the bit between his teeth now. He is literally chasing down that win here at Barcelona. And Quo is the fastest 2nd sector of all time. Currently, he's on a purple sector. So this is going to be absolutely amazing race by the end of it. So he's 12, yeah, he's about 13 seconds behind, but Harry doesn't have the time. Oh, Adzo getting out of sorts ever so slightly, and Quo is past him. But Adzo's coming back. Adzo's coming. Oh, no. Is he? Is he going to go down the inside? No, he's not. Realizes he doesn't have the traction to take him on. Dippers and... Oh, who's that going down? Machiavelli is going down. That's why he's in the pits. So that's going to be interesting. But Dippers, 14 laps on the Inters, and he is still going strong. He is in 6th place. Would it not be a good chance for Harry to go onto the Inters? If they got that dry spot, so Quo is 11.5 seconds behind. 13 seconds behind. It's about a 21 second pit stop. He would indeed come out in 4th. If he was to go in now. Maybe 5th. It'd be interesting to see what Harry does when he goes into the pits, which isn't yet. So he's still happy with what he's on. Adzo's still going on 18 laps as well. Do we have any close fights? We do, between the two Williams teammates. Ooh, and it looks like Kato's still... Ooh, Quo Sentinel 28.5. Oh, and Kato getting all out of shape there, coming through those final corners at the top of the hill. He is going to have to pit at some point because that front wing is not doing him any good. So Adzo and Username both in the pits, both... Well, one of them definitely comes out on softs. Wets. And Username is going to come out on Inters. So this is going to be interesting. I wonder if Harry is going to see how... Well, he's not going to be able to tell because he's not that close to him. However, Dippers, now in 4th, still on Inters after 15 laps. who's having an amazing race, and he is 4 seconds towards Kato, who is in 5th with a broken front wing. And Kyle not wanting to overtake his teammate. Is he looking to protect the rear end of his car? Yeah, funny enough, I'm thinking the same, Dan. Looking how dry that racing line is, it could be Inter's time. I think if Harry came in and went for Inter's, he might just take this race. Oh, Harry's coming in. Let's see what he does. Come on, let's see what he does. He's not going to... He is coming out on Inters. Harry's going to take that chance. I don't know whether he's hearing us or he's listening to the racing gods. Obviously, Quo is now ahead, but he has come out in second. He's still ahead of Arby. Arby is still on wets. If I was Arby, I would... Ooh. The only problem is he would come out in probably round about 8th, so the Inters would die off pretty damn quickly. So let's see what Harry can do here. We'll keep an eye on the timings. But if we jump on board with the Williams guys again, yeah, I have a funny feeling Kyle may be protecting the back of his teammate here, Kalamatic, just so that they can, you know, claim decent points. However, the point protection is going to the Red Bulls currently. They are 1st and 3rd. They are both going to be on the podiums. This is a great drive from Arby, by the way. And a really, really good drive from Quo here. Carl Nation on the 3-second penalty for track limits. So it might... Oh no, so it's Kalamatic ahead of him. So yeah, this is going to help if he can hold up anything behind. But Kato here is really suffering with front ends through all the corners, no matter what he does. Harry is falling behind Quo here, but he is pulling ahead of Arby. So, is it at the tipping point between the two tyres? That is not quite there, but it's not fully away from it. Always the hardest thing to tell in wet weather conditions. I think it could be just the setup. I think the setup that Quo's got is just perfect for the conditions in the track. Because no matter what Harry does, yeah, and there we go. He's just set the fastest lap again. So no matter what Harry does, Quo's got it. Because Harry is driving a sublime race. No, that's not what I want. I want to go down here. So Paco literally on the back end of the Williams here. And what a shot that is. Does have a look, but hasn't quite got the time. Adzo and Machiavelli having a little battle further behind as well. And then Sheza and Lipmanen, which is another one I want to watch. Because Lipmanen is a really, really good driver. Closer, closer, closer. I think there's a bit of a... Not quite sure what happened there. Could be a bit of lobby lag. Could be a bit of lag. Not sure what it is. But Lippmann getting closer and closer by the corner. So Quo setting a faster lap even again. It's 2 turns quicker than his previous one. So Quo's really going for this one. So Nation's still on the rear wing of his teammate. Paco's still on the rear wing of him. But this is the fight I want to see. I want to see Lippmann really push this car. Like I said, this season he's not quite on the same pace as he was last season. I'm not sure if it's the game or what. But he gets a slide on during the final corner there. No, that's not what I wanted to do. So we've got a few battles going. Oh, Machiavelli's getting ever so close to Adsto there. And he is literally on the rear wing of him. Let's see what he can do coming out of this corner down towards the hairpin. Oh, what a shot. But he does lose it coming out of that corner. It's like a lot of people. They kind of go a little bit too wide. Coming out of that corner onto the curb. They kind of hit the little sausage curb on the sausage bump on the outside. So Dip is now up into third. Arby has come into the pits. What is he going to do? He's also gone on the inters now. So Arby onto the inters. Kato, he's going to have a front wing change. Because that is affecting him greatly. And he doesn't. He doesn't go for that front wing change. He just wants a tyre change. So he's obviously happy with the way the car feels overall. So second and third are on inters. And Dippers has been going for 20 laps. So Kyle has now been given free rein just to drop the pedal. However, Paco is not going to ease up. He is on much younger tyres. Half the life of what Nation has been on. Adsto, Machiavelli. Ooh, having a really good race here. Shezler and Lippmann. Let's see how Lippmann does here. But yeah, it appears that Quo, well, he's in a league of his own today. Having a tremendous race. Ooh. Shezler needing to cool his tyres down? What's the next race? I'm curious. We're at Spa next week. I just threw my vape all over the floor. There we go. So, 21 seconds, 12 seconds. So, Paco is still on the rear end of Nation. Let's try to remember his damn name. Machiavelli's still on. Oh, Machiavelli literally almost got out of shape there coming through the corner into the top of the hill. How does he do coming out the final corner? Whoa, going rather wide there. So Paco finally gets past Nation. Ooh, little bit of a battle here into the first couple of corners. Not quite sure if there was a touch there, but Paco has got in front of Nation here. What a move that would have been. Breaking hard into the corner under wet conditions. Who is that in front of them? That cannot be Dippers. It is Dippers. So Paco on the verge of touching the bottom step of the podium here. How can he do this? Can he do this? All he's got to do is keep that car pointing in the right direction for the next 5 laps. And the Ferrari will get a podium again this season. I don't think it's the first time either. Let me double check. Has the Ferraris had any podiums? Yes, they have. They've had 2 this season. Okay, so they'll be on the podium again, which will be nice. I mean, I follow Ferrari now because of obviously Lewis Hamilton, but I've always rated Charles Leclerc. Don't get me wrong. But for me, will always be Lewis. So, let's see how Paco does now. Machiavelli still on the back of Adzo. RB on the back end of username there. And Littman is still behind Shezler. So obviously the wet conditions just threw everything out of the book. Oh! Is that Paco good? Round the outside. He has a look. Ooh! Little bit of bodywork flying off there. That was, it looks like the front right end plate of the Mercedes has disappeared now. I'm not sure if that was during that incident. However, these 3 are now very, very close behind. Adzo and Machiavelli are not that far behind this. So we could have a 5-car battle coming into the last 3 laps of this race, which will be really, really entertaining. So how is this going to go? So they all move over onto the wet side of the track just to cool their tyres down. Make them last a little bit longer. So how's Paco? Paco is much later on his braking into the first corner, which allows him to get so much closer to Dipper. Dipper's slightly out of position going through turn 3. Up into turn 4. How are we going to do? Yeah, Paco is so much better on the braking here. But he has to be so careful on the acceleration. Oh, is that Paco down the inside? It is. He's got the move done. Paco is now in 3rd place. Paco is deep into turn 6 there. Or is it turn 7? Oh, and that was a Williams going off. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Paco was up in the 3rd. Dipper down in the 4th. Adzo and Machiavelli still behind them. But I'm not quite sure what happened to Williams there. I think he may have got distracted about what was happening in front of him. But the Ferrari is now up into 3rd. He is on the final step of the podium. This could be an amazing end for Paco here. He has now got over a second gap between him and 4th. All he's got to do is keep his concentration now. RB is in 10th and not having the greatest time in the world after such a great start to this race. Cassidy there, Littmanen got past Shezler. I missed it. Sorry. But Littman managed to get up into 12th. Casso now has a 3-second penalty. It's not going to make much difference because Seamaze is, beyond that 3-second gap. So he is still potentially going to keep a 7th place. However, what is going on? Dip has let his teammate through. Team play going on. I like it. Nothing wrong with it. So, is he going to allow Machiavelli to get that 3-second gap he needs? If he does, he'll be one of the greatest teammates of the season. I mean, that would be fair play. I didn't wonder what was going on with Machiavelli managing to make 2 positions in like just a few corners. But if Dippers does this, he'll be the greatest teammate of the season. I like that sort of thing. I mean, he's nearly 2.5 seconds already. So yeah. All Dippers has got to do is get the 3-second gap between him and his teammate. However, Adzo has managed to get past Dipper. So it didn't quite work out. But Machiavelli is at that 3-second gap. So he might still just get it. Sorry. Coughing a lung out. So RB half a second ish behind username Calamatic, 2.5 seconds. Lipman is definitely closing the gap. RB has now got a 3-second penalty. Dude, that sucks. So, last couple of laps. I'm going to keep an eye on timings. Once we cross the line for the final lap, we will stay on with Chloe. He has driven an absolutely sublime race, no matter what anyone says. And it could be, if I remember, let me double check, his first victory of this season. So let's jump on board with him. Got a back marker coming up. But yeah, we'll jump on board with him for the final lap of the race. He's not too worried about getting past them. However, Shezza should be moving over. Nice job. No. Next on to Litmanen. So Quo coming through middle sector here. He is going to be claiming his first victory of the season. Finally. He's been with us a few seasons now. Very, very good driver. Very respectable. Swear if he was to join us for more races throughout the season, obviously through no fault of his own, he would be fighting for a championship quite easily by now. And here we go through the final few corners, coming down the hill. Last corner, 5th rather than 6th, comes across the line to take the victory here at Barcelona. Congratulations to Quo. What a sublime race he has driven the entire time. He just has not put a foot wrong. Harry has tried his best. Oh, okay. Through the last corner. Here comes Harry to take second place. Not a bad race from him. Unfortunately, couldn't take the victory this week. Here comes Paco. Hopefully Mac doesn't get the run down into the final corner. He doesn't. So Paco going to take third place. Machiavelli in fourth. Adzo, what a first race you have had, mate. You're in the top 5. However, Machiavelli gets 4th. Adzo in 5th. Dippers in 6th. Carl in 7th. Here comes C. 2 takes 7th. RB unfortunately gets dropped a few places. Congratulations to all that finished. You had an amazing race. It was an absolute pleasure to watch. Congratulations to Quo for taking his first victory of Season 10, and what a dominant race he had the entire time from start to beginning, although he followed until the first safety car in second. Once that happened, he literally dominated until the end of the race, even with the late call they had. Was absolutely fantastic. Paco, well done on getting your foot on the podium there. Great race to finish in third. And Harry, well done on finishing second. Was an absolute gem to watch. So fastest lap and race winner both went to Quo. Racer of the day went to Paco. I would fully agree with that. And Carl Nation to take the most overtakes. That was actually very, very, very well done. So, great commentary. I was so slow under the rain. Lipman, the rain can have an effect on anyone, trust me. I can race decently under the dry, but as soon as you put the wet, I'm done. It's because I don't have setups for both. So maybe a good thing to do is to look at the forecast for the race first, and make sure you got setups for both, or 3, as I do. I try and have one for wet, one for inters, and one for dry, because obviously with inters it can go one of 2 ways. So at least if you got the balance between the two, then you know it's not too bad. No cleanest driver today, unfortunately not. I think because there was a lot of people that may have either lost the rear end, may even just once gone across the white line, or even touched or anything like that. Yeah. So yeah, go into your time trials, set up for one of each, and then go into a Grand Prix and do an entire race, 50% race, and then just go into have full 3 practice sessions as you normally would, and then just adjust it to how you drive, because obviously a wet setup isn't going to be the same for everyone else. So I may have a wet setup, for argument's sake, that would not feel comfortable for you, and you for me. So you'd have to adjust it. So sit there during many, many practice sessions, as long as you can, and just perfect it to suit you. That's the best advice I could give, man. And if you believe this, and if you look at a lot of time trials, I'm slower than you. And I've used a lot of your setups as a baseline and changed them to suit how I drive, but I'm still slower than you. Some tracks not much, some tracks more than others, but it's just messing around until you find out what suits the way you drive. Okay, so I know I said that there's going to be comms for the rest of the season, guys. Thank you for joining me, by the way, tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure coming back for you guys. WSL is the place for me. It will never change. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Obviously, I haven't been around for a little while. Next week, however, there might not be any comms. Thanks, man. We can improve. It's good to... mate, it's great to be back. It really is. I've missed all you guys. I've missed comms, doing comms for you guys. I've missed everything. I try doing as much as I can during my time away. I try to help Dan as much as I can. And I've tried doing as much for you guys as I can during my time away. There's been a lot of things going on. It's good to be back. Next week there might not be any comms. However, hold. You will probably see both Dan and I racing if there's chance. If not, then I'll do comms. One way or another, then I'll be here regardless. I think it's Dan's last race for quite some time, due to real life situations. But it'll be nice to get back on track with you guys. I do miss racing with you guys as well as doing comms for you. I miss both. If we as a league could get someone to do comms full time and only comms, that is what we're working to. If you know anyone that wants to do comms, then please, by all means, bring them in. Let them talk to Dan and I. We will work something out. So that, there's a chance for us both to be on track. Because I do miss racing with you guys. It's always been good fun. Yes, okay, mid-pack to low end, I don't care. I just miss being on track with you guys as well. So yeah. However, all that aside, it has been absolutely amazing to come back to such an amazing race. Well done to Quo, well done to Harry, and well done to Paco for being on the top 3 steps. Paco, I hope that you end up being on more steps. Be great to see. Amazing fight though, coming up between Quo and Harry. So that'll be an interesting thing to see progress. Arby, highly unlucky for you, my friend. After such a great start you had, I thought, it would kind of follow on. Unfortunately, it didn't. I hope you have great time away. If you're back next week, fantastic. If you're not, have an amazing time away, my friend. And we will see you when you come back. Great drive from Adzo on your first time here. Unknown. Better luck next time, my friend. But yeah, it's been an amazing evening coming back, and thank you for all your kind words for me coming back and everything else. And I will, one way or another, whether it be on the end of the mic or in the seat of the car, I will see you all next week. Until then, my friends, take care of yourselves and have a lovely evening. Ta for now.